I guess let's go and chug while we're at it. But oh my god, okay, that kind of is sick. I take it all back. But dude, we just got so much mana back. We're full mana. So let's go ahead and go and queue up. Oh, but first things first, we actually need to do our talents. Is that it? Is that it? I feel like, what did I do differently to where now? Oh, it's Energizing brew. Because usually about this is where we get to. Oh, that's disappointing. I think we're gonna get rid of Mist Wrap. Why can't we? Why can't we? Wait. Let's make sure we can do this. Get rid of Mist Wrap. Come to all the Phaline stuff. Veil of Pride. Rising Mists. So there we go. So we have Manatee, the new Manatee. Let's just jump into a dungeon. Like, no more thinking. Let's just get into one. We have some IO to push this week. We have 2875. And look, I'm just going to say it. I think this week we're getting to 3K. It could take forever for us to get into a group, but we are the newly reworked Manatee Mistweaver. I think this change is going to be really good for Mythic Plus. It's going to be pretty clunky, especially at first in Raid, but I do think it's a net buff. You're just getting a lot more mana to work with. It's just like, it feels so weird that they chose now to change Manatee in this way with our tier set, but I am excited for it. Sell all junk items, is that new? Or is that like an add-on that I have? Cool, I like that. We have our newly updated Manatee. Let's get into it. So I have my Manatee right here, but you'll also be able to see it like up here. But I do have one weak aura that I know I forgot about. It's going to be like in the way. It said Lust First Pool. I don't want to do like too much healing. Uh-oh, we got a demoralizing shout up there. I also have new nameplates, which I don't really know what they do. My friend just told me that I'm gonna need like a plate, like a nameplate add-on, and he's like, if you want to push anything meaningful, you're gonna need Plater. So I downloaded it. We're trying it. Oh, also it's Sanguine Week. We might actually like disable it. I might have to do like that while leveling my alts off stream, because I'll be honest, I have no idea what's going on. I kind of want to spoil something that I've been working on off stream. They look way better. Oh, okay. If you guys like these better, I'll keep them on, but it is kind of, it's just that I'm not used to it. I know it is better, but I'm just not used to it. But I want to spoil something that I'm working on. And that is a little series. I mean, I say series, but I don't know if I'd actually really call it a series. It's I'm gonna try soloing Shadowlands. That's the whole name of the series. But I'm actually really excited for it. And let me. Oh, see, it's kind of hard for me to see what's going on. But let me explain the premise of the series that I'm working on. Obviously, I'm gonna solo content in Shadowlands, but what I mean by that is I want to take my Mistweaver and just see how many of the mythic dungeons we can do, and then I want to see how many of the raid bosses we can actually solo as well. But I'm making it like very cinematic, and I'm sure you'll see what I mean once it goes live. But I'm super proud of it, and I'm doing like a voiceover. Oh, I shouldn't have cocooned the tank. I should have cocooned that guy, and then. But I'm making it like very cinematic and stuff, so I'm super excited about that. One guy's about to die. We're gonna have to Ring of Peace like right in the middle of it. Nope, he got it. But yeah, it's just a fun series that I'm working on. I think it's cool. I love watching people like do solo content. That guy is just healing. So I'm excited to have that go live. I don't know when it will. It's just like a big project. Oh, we are pulling these guys. But yeah, would you guys be excited to watch that? Do you think that content would do well, or? I did not want that expel or expulse, whatever it's called, to get off. But I promise you guys, it would be sick. I'll spoil it. I've kind of already filmed the first 2 episodes, so it's gonna be a thing. I just don't know how well it's gonna do. I hope it does well, because like I said, it's gonna be a thing at this point. Ooh, I just lagged out a bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, what do you guys think? Those of you who are here, what do you guys think of that content? Just like very cinematic shot, me soloing content, like with like voiceovers and everything. Yeah, these nameplates are gonna take some getting used to. Also, whenever I play my alts, I'm gonna have to add like every single buff that they track or every single debuff that they track, because the profile that I copied them from does not use them, or does not like track debuffs or anything. You said you would watch it. Oh, that's good. I think it's gonna be really cool, and I know it sounds like kind of lame how I described it, but I promise you guys, like, it would be like super fun, super cool, and it's like content that I would love to watch myself, which I only try to make that content as a creator, but sometimes like I'll just put up like keys. Like I'll probably put this dungeon up if we time it on YouTube, but I try not to have like all my content be like that. I try to like put a lot more effort into my content than just like, here's some gameplay. I want to tell a story, you know what I mean? Like I've always wanted to be one of those YouTubers who tells stories with their videos, and I think that's like a fun idea to do. So random question, I am still newish to Mistweaver, but in Mythic Plus sometimes I feel like I can heal anything and the next key feel like I'm falling behind. Yeah, a lot of it sometimes might have to do with like your DPS, like not popping defensives in one key and then popping them in the next key. That's like a big thing that could, you know, make or break how easy a key is, basically. That's one thing I've noticed. I'm sure that you probably can relate there. But then also, if you do think that it is on your part, oh goodness, I will say that that's most likely what it is it's just like you and your group not popping defenses. But also, if you're going like between dungeons, so like say you do like one Halls of Infusion and then you do like a Vortex Pinnacle, it honestly could just be your comfort level with that dungeon in particular, or it could be that you let me relate it to like a MOBA, because I play a lot of MOBAs, but there's this like, I don't want to say phenomenon, but I'm going to use that word just because I can't think of what the right word is. But there's this like feeling that you get when you do a mythic, or when you do a MOBA game, and then all of a sudden that game's over. Like you make it to level 20, you have all your items built, and then that game's over and you start a new one and you just feel like super weak. And it's kind of like that, but basically it's like your body or your brain is used to doing math as if you were still like max level in the MOBA, but like here you are, all of a sudden you're not, basically, but your body's still like expecting you to do like this amount of damage, and you know, your brain's calculating the wrong numbers, kind of thing. We don't want to stand it in front of the boss, but also we need to cleanse that guy. And it's kind of like that. And also another way to put it is there's this thing called highway hypnosis, and it's when you're, maybe it's not highway, no, it's a velocitation. It's when you're driving on the highway for like, say you're driving for like 3 hours on the highway, you do a long drive, and all of a sudden you make it to like rural roads. Basically you make it off the highway. Ooh, nice. I was not expecting that. That kind of almost got me killed though. But you make it to like civilization where the speed limit's now like 30 miles per hour, but like your body is used to the velocity of like your body going 75 or 80 miles an hour. Not that I speed on a highway or anything, but that's called velocitation. It's like, I feel like similar things happen in dungeons. You get out of one that went super smoothly, so then like minor mistakes in the next one feel like major mistakes, you know what I mean? With a Typhoon from the Druid, very nice. Does Typhoon make him move slower? Is that what that debuff was? Because that's kind of sick. That makes sense. Yeah, I can record a few videos with OBS and send them to you, or post them in Discord. Is our game crashing? Our guy typed lust here, and now our game is frozen. That's tragic. That is tragic. And this pack does a lot of damage, so hopefully the Druid can solo heal, because tank druid can get a lot of healing done. But it also could do, Doc Coop, it could do with what tank you're taking, because like Druids, yeah, they're broken. They're just very tanky and do a lot of damage. But like one thing that's like really good from a healer's perspective is that they heal a ton. They have one thing where it's like every 200 of their resource that they spend, it just does like an AoE group heal of like 50,000 or something like that, which is like our revival basically. And that basically pops like multiple times a pack. So that could be what it is. Hopefully we didn't get like, oh no. They said everyone DC'd. Oh my god, let me turn off my camera. This is so tragic. The key was going smooth. We had, what, like one death? Let's see what happened to the key. No way. No way. Oh my god. We got DC'd. The whole group got DC'd, and my key downgraded. That is so tragic. But if you were just tuning in, we just tried running the 23. And it was going super smooth, and then the game crashed. Kicked us back out to the start. And, yeah, now we're just jamming the 22. Also, if I were to edit these plater frames... Ooh, do not want to pull that. I think I would make it to where my focus, or whoever I'm, like, targeting, is even more highlighted. I am dead here. Yeah, there's no way. I was so far behind on that pack because I just, like, messed up my roll. I was not in melee range, and just like, that was just really poorly played by me. That's pretty sad. We can drink up and move around now. Look at this. Look at that. We're moving. We have 20 seconds of mana reduction that we're wasting. Actually, no, we're not. We're getting value from it. Here we go. The thing is, like, our mana is not that bad in Mythic Plus. It's not as bad as it used to be. Especially if you're using Chi-Ji well and like Shayloons, relying on Shayloons as much as you should be. Then it's good. But oh, also one other thing that I want to do is I want to update my UI. Like, I think it is like helpful when learning the class, but I think now that I'm like, I have a feel for like when things are coming off cooldown and stuff, instead of like being as reliant as I was staring at these health bars and stuff. I think it's time that I can like update it and make them smaller so that they're taking up less of my screen and just allow me to play a little better sometimes. But I love making new UIs, so I think it could just help. Oh, dude, you're right in the thing. No, no. Get out of it. No, get out of it, please. I don't want to lose my tank. Whoa, whoa. Expulse, no. Ow, 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 I'm tanking the guy. Oh, what even happened? This guy said, heal me please, dude. I am trying. What the heck? Oh boy, who pulled that? And why was it pulled and so chaotic? That felt like super chaotic. Yeah, let's just focus on the healing. Goodness. Shayloon's gift. Because we can. There's no point in not Shayloon's gifting there. Such a low cooldown. It's like, just press it when it's ready. Or I guess a recharge. Such a low recharge, I should say. We're getting close to the point where we were before, before the game crashed. We've had a lot more deaths. It's a lot less clean as it was before. So far, so good. I mean, that 14% is not bad at all. And we got our touch of death off before the damage got reduced, which is always good. We have a revival. We have our leg sweep. Looking good. Thank God our hunter was on top of that trap there, because let us really focus on our Chi-Ji. Wasn't the prettiest Chi-Ji. We didn't get like maximum value out of the Chi-Ji, but we got enough. One thing we need to do is start using our Mana Tea more. So far, you know what's funny is they changed Mistweaver, right? They gave us an updated Mana Tea, did all these changes. I haven't even used Mana Tea yet. Like, I tried to force it there in the middle of that boss fight. Couldn't really find a good time to use it. So it's just kind of embarrassing. It's like, give us like a sexier change. The problem with Mistweaver isn't like our power level, which I guess let's go ahead and chug while we're at it. But oh my god, okay, that kind of is sick. I take it all back. But dude, we just got so much mana back. We're full mana, and now our stuff costs half as much. Okay, so maybe it is sick. Maybe I'm talking too much. But the problem is not our power level. They don't need to make all these changes, these flashy changes to make us stronger, because we're clearly strong enough to do content. They need to just like rearrange the power, put it into stuff that's flashy and sexy. Like what the most recent like big boost in our player base was Shayloon's Gift, and it's because Shayloon's Gift is a sick ability. Like it's so cool. And then like Ancient Teachings getting a buff is like the other one. It wasn't like not too many people played, but the whole thing with Ancient Teachings is they were just bringing it back in line with where it should be, I guess. But what they need to do is take a lot of the power like out of things that are broken, like Clouded Focus right now, or just like our tier set. Take power from that and just put it in Ancient Teachings. Make Ancient Teachings do a ton of healing. Oh my god, he got destroyed. But make Ancient Teachings like strong, because that's like the fun stuff. And then make things that are not fun, or just like the player base doesn't stick around for. Like no one's still playing their Mistweaver because they love the Yulon Clouded Focus playstyle. Let's be real. But like make fun things strong. Put power where it would be fun to be. If you're watching this, make sure and come back on Saturday at 10 a.m., which right now it is 3:35 a.m. for me, or p.m. for me, so if you want to do that math, feel free for whatever your time zone is. But yeah, 10 a.m. this Saturday, we're doing a 12-hour live stream. It's going to be so much fun. Honestly, it's going to be so much fun. So make sure and come out for that if you want to see it. Lots of Mistweaver stuff, but not just like, oh, I stood right in that. I was trying to kick it, but I couldn't find the health bar in time. But not only is it going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be all like Mistweaver stuff. And I'm going to need you guys to be there because I'm going to need other Mistweavers to do content with me. So the whole point this Saturday is going to be that we are going to be trying to do like all Mistweaver raids and then like all Mistweaver RBGs and stuff like that. And obviously I can't log into 20 characters at a time. So I'm going to need some of you guys there with me to be the 2nd through 20th man, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely tune in for that. Make sure and mark it off on your calendars or whatever you guys need to do so you don't miss it, because it's gonna be a ton of fun, and I would hate for you guys to miss it, because my hope is that we make it onto one of those like weekly WoW, what are they called? Weekly WoW highlights channels. That would be sick, and I would be super excited for that. If that does happen. But that's the plan, and I want you guys to have the opportunity to be a part of it if it does end up being like one of those, or in one of those. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. I feel like dungeons are like, they take longer this week, but they're easier. I feel like, especially this dungeon, I feel like this dungeon is so easy this week, because the bosses are the hard part. But like I say, as we're probably about to die. No, we're chilling. We're just gonna sit back and heal. We're gonna revival, help our friend out. Nice. We rolled just in time to get those guys in there. We're gonna go ahead and save up a Chi-Ji. So we're gonna Rising Sun Kick, but we're not gonna Blackout Kick. We're just gonna Tiger Palm a bunch. Ooh, I didn't have a roll, or it wasn't letting me roll for a second. I kind of clinched up a bit there. I'm sure you guys saw it. But we just are sitting here. Yeah, for this Croak, we want to have a full Chi-Ji stacked up. Now, we've already used our Revival. So I wanted to leg sweep this pack. Where's that? 6 stacks. We're definitely going to heal him or dispel him. Tank's at 5 stacks, so he's our next dispel target, and then I'll be okay. I'll make it. But yeah, one thing about this dungeon is it used to be just difficult no matter what the week was, but because of these dragons were very scary on fortified weeks, but now Now that they've been nerfed, they are not that scary at all. How did I not get a stack? I don't have Chi-Chi out. Ooh, I did not mean to hard cast that. Yikes, this is not the prettiest healing you've ever seen. Or I hope it's not, because that was ugly. That was really bad. But other than that, it's not that bad. Ooh, also, like bosses like this, there's like a clear time where it's fine to use our, we're gonna funnel our damage here. We're gonna Chi-Chi. Where we can use our Manatee mid-pool. It's gonna be fun. You know what? I'll admit it. I do think Mythic Plus is the place where these Manatee changes are gonna be like more noticeable at first. I do think eventually we'll all get used to new Manatee and Raid and be like, wow, this is actually kind of sick. But for now, in Mythic Plus, it's like, it's just going to be cool, like, between packs, like I just did. I just drink up, like, really fast. And, I think he's freedoming me, like, on cooldown, like, right once he's able to. But I do think in Raid, it's going to be, like, a big net buff. But it's not going to be, like, as easily noticeable as it will be in Mythic Plus. Like, I mean, watch this. We don't even have to stop to drink. The tank can keep pulling. That, okay, although it's not like a sexy thing that just like is a huge buff to our like HPS or something in Mythic Plus, it's something that's unique to Monk, which by the way, we baited to a... Like, what other class can drink between pools like that on the move? And like in combat. Whew. Getting a little nervous there, but we Shayluned and we Chi-Chi'd too close together, but we do have... Don't hit that. Okay, we do have our... 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We do have our... Oh, what was that? Oh, did that one blow up? What happened? But so what happened was someone baited the cyclone into our smooth rock that's close. So we all had to run to one that was far away, but there was a shattered one right next to it. And although we were safe behind this one, we got nuked by the one right behind us. So it was just, yeah, it was super unfortunate, but I've never seen that happen. One, because like usually on these key levels, you don't have a DPS bait the cyclone into a bad spot, so that's unfortunate. But like I've never had two spawn right next to each other and get nuked by one. That's the first time I've seen that. It clapped us. It actually clapped us, but hopefully they don't stand right next to the clean one. Like, it looks like our hunter is not baiting at a bad spot this time. Hopefully they aren't. We're gonna use our we're using our defensive and life cocoon on the hunter as like a pseudo cooldown there. It's, I mean, they're obviously it's not like an AoE cooldown, but it's just a way to reduce the amount of healing required. But now we get to come in. Our tank is helping with the healing a ton. But we get to smooth it over. So now it's always awkward using... Ooh, don't hit that one. Okay, nice. It's always awkward using a cooldown like right at the start of this pool because you have to like move behind a rock soon after. But it is very nice when you get to... Ooh, that's my dog growling in her sleep. Coco, chill. It's a dream. But it's nice waiting until that first movement because then you get to have like your full duration of your cooldown uninterrupted. Yeah, my dog is dream barking right now. I'm sorry if she just nuked your ears, but we want to stand like right here. Oh, we got to watch out for that one. We're about to have the same thing happen. I'm gonna just heal up everyone while we can. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's getting a lot tighter than I would like for it to. We're just, every spare moment that we get, we're just trying to apply as many hots as possible. We want to bait the Cyclone out here. Yeah, that's perfect, because we don't want to bait it into one of those things. Because then it would nuke us. But, we also didn't want to bait it into the pretty one. It's kind of funny, because, like, we just saw there, like, a fun way to think about the mechanic is, like, not only do you have to not bait it into... Watch this Manatee, by the way. I'll shut up for a second. Watch this Manatee. Look at our mana bar. Fat. Juicy. We are full mana now. But you don't only have to watch out for baiting the Cyclone into the pretty ones, but then you also have to bait them, or not bait them into the ugly ones if you're all stacked on the ugly ones. Which is, it's funny. But that is like the first time I've ever wiped like that. We're going to sweep that. Ooh, our Evoker just did his big breath there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Right as I went for a Zen Pulse, the tank typhooned everything away from him. So nothing got hit by that Zen Pulse. I think one of the enemies got hit by the Zen Pulse. Sorry if the commentary is like bad right now. There's just a lot to focus on. I don't know if we can time... No, we can't. There's 3 minutes. What am I talking about? It's unfortunate. I feel like if that wipe hadn't happened, we probably still could have timed it, even after this being like not the cleanest ever. Which is... It's always cool seeing dungeons like this where it's like, even though it's not clean, at a plus 22, we could have still timed this with like a very ugly key all around. But so this is one thing that I love doing, is posting videos like this. Look, this key, nothing like spectacular happened to where it's like, oh my god, I have to make this into a video. But one thing that I love doing is posting failed runs on YouTube, as well as just like I don't just want to post like when I timed my plus 23. I want to post like videos like this, where this was not a pretty run. We made a lot of mistakes, but to me, as a content creator, or I guess as a viewer, not necessarily as a content creator, I want these videos on my channel more than I want the pretty runs. Because I feel like there's just as much, if not more, to learn from it than watching like a very smooth key. But like, see, in this key in particular, there were so many like niche mistakes made on each pool, on each boss, that I feel like it would be a great video to have on my channel. So that's why I'm definitely planning on posting this VOD over to YouTube. Which, speaking of, Curie said, LB just too clean with it? No, sir. This was... I played very sloppily. I'm trying out a bunch of new add-ons. One of which you guys probably have heard it, which is Little Wigs, I think. I'm trying out Little Wigs and Plater, but the Plater is like very distracting. You would think it wouldn't mess me up as much as it honestly has, but I'll be honest, like it feels like it feels very different. We're definitely gonna Chi-Ji this first Inundate and time our Blackout Kick to right as that damage comes out, so all the Chi-Ji Mastery procs get value. But yeah, I'm definitely putting this up on YouTube, not because I think it was a super clean run, but because it was a very sloppy run. We did our... Speaking of, we did our Shaylin's Gift way too early there. But we have not been on top of this affix like we should have been in this dungeon either. Oof. Oof. Our tank is getting swept away. It'd be funny to see like a little edit where someone does like the movie Flushed Away, but like it's this, and like watching someone get swept all the way back to like the start. It'd be funny, but I doubt that's like happened too many times to where you could find a good edit of it. I don't want to waste Chi-Ji and I don't want to waste Revival, so I think we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna spam heals. We're basically full mana. Look, we're full mana right now, right? We have full mana. No, we have 20 stacks of mana tea, so... Just gonna show you guys the power really quick. It's not like the most like sexy, flashy change, but like it really is like a niche that is afforded to Mistweavers now that other healers just don't have. And I think it's cool. I like the new mana tea. I'm a fan. Back from dog walking. How's the run? I PV Duarte. I don't have my talents command on yet. That is a great idea. I don't know how to make it to where it'll auto update to what like all my talents are whenever I change them. But that is a great idea to make a talents command. I will show you the talents right after this dungeon. We are in a very iffy spot. Gotta be very careful. All these globes are chasing me as well. It's less than ideal. We're right back into it. Right back in a sticky situation. Caught between a bunch of these things. We're gonna weasel our way through. We're gonna Shaylin's gift this one. Look at that. But look, like I said, we're basically at full mana. Look at this. Full mana. Full mana. It's that easy. It's kind of sick. Back from dog walking, how goes the run? It's not like the most clean run ever, but it's also not like a super sloppy run. We had some wipes on the third boss or we had a wipe on the third boss that is the first time I've ever seen a group wipe like that. So it's not like anything that I'm mad about. Usually when you wipe on a boss, it's something you've seen before and you could have like prevented it. And it's like, yeah, it was a preventable wipe. But since it's such like a rare little scenario, I'm not like upset about it. Like I think it was, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's like, it was very weird. So what happened was someone baited the portal or the vortex thing to the wrong spot and it blew up our pretty stone. That happens all the time. It's like, yeah, that definitely could have been prevented by them not baiting it there. But as for us, we could have recovered. That's gonna hurt. Yep. We're just gonna Shaylin's gift. We could have recovered by just hiding behind one of the far ones. But the thing is the only far one that was like really pretty and ready for us to sit behind was right next to an ugly one. So we dodged her first little hailstorm and we were standing behind a pretty stone for it. But there was a broken stone right beside us. So what happened was we dodged the hit that hit our stone. It took the hit for us. It said, "Get down, Mr. President." But then the one right behind us blew up and nuked us and killed all the DPS and me. So it was just like, it was very weird. Okay, we got our life cocoon off just in time to save that guy. The hunter did not get Shaylin's gifted though. So it's like, it's not like the cleanest run ever, but I think it's such a unique wipe and it's such a good learning experience wiping to something like that it's gonna go. This is gonna go on YouTube. I'm happy to put this on YouTube because I think it's like a good learning key. But as you see, we are not gonna time it. We'll speed boost the hunter since he's gonna beat me. But yeah, all in all, it's been a fun key. I think the Manatee change is actually sick for Mythic Plus. Anyone that has doubted the new Manatee, I recommend that you watch this last boss, how I came in with like about half mana. I Manateed up to almost full, and then we got full mana during the boss fight, which was just like kind of stupid. Yeah, this is getting a little scary. Yeah, there goes one cast. It's like if people are going to do this, kick like multiple at a time, then you gotta make sure you gotta know you're responsible for the kicks of them. But a lot of people do this. They just kick multiple at a time and then just like let them get the cast off. It's like, no sir, we are not an organized group. We are a bunch of randoms. I have never met you guys before. But I hate when people do this. But on like Fortified Week, it's not a problem at all. But on some weeks, it's just like the key's tight, the timer's tight, and you just throw the key to do that. I've never understood that, you know. Shaylin's is so strong. Dude, okay, so first key with Manatee. Look, it could have been a prettier dungeon, but the Manatee actually impressed me. It actually impressed me. And I would have loved to have timed the 23 before this, but the servers just said no. They just literally said no.